with a new live. Just now I'm going to set up everything. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. Yes, Saturdays are a little bit crazy sometimes, and it's difficult for me yeah, to be on time. Uh, as I said, it's more is now when I have time to paint, and the idea is to paint with you and to have a good time painting. Just putting here if I can find myself or not. Let's see if I'm live. Okay. Yeah, it seems that I'm live. I'm here. I'm going to just put on my phone so I can follow in two parts. My phone was a little bit low on battery. So we are going to paint the Blind Knight, the Blind King. So now I will change my camera so you can see this uh, better. Okay, they have changed that. No, I don't want to do this. So yeah, okay, let me see. Here it is. I want to change this to the logic capture. And now you should have a good view of the miniature. So let me know, what do you think? I think I managed to improve a little bit what looks like, how looks like, and I think it's going to be better now. So please, if you let me leave a comment to know what we are going to do. I'm going to work on the weathering mainly of this guy, so you can see how I do weathering. But first, I will do first the wood parts, and then we can do the weathering. So for the wood, I'm going to use snake by leather. Okay, and we are going to to do all the weathering and so on. So I have this meter prepared. So let me see if I have the camera well placed. I think it should be okay. Okay, so I'm applying now a contrast paint. Okay, maybe I will zoom in a little bit. So let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more so you can see this better. Where is the zoom? Here. I think now it's going to be better. Yeah, I think you can see this now better. And we are going to paint this Blind King, sorry, that I'm doing right now. So I will do a full tutorial on the Blind Kings as well. So let me show you the one I'm working for the tutorial because it's more advanced than this one. Okay, so this is the one I'm working for the tutorial. Okay, so you can see if I can, no, I can, okay. I will maybe put a little bit more of like that and a little more of color saturation. Yeah, trying to find the right setting here. So let me know if you see this correctly or not. I will go back now to this camera. Okay, so this is the one, and I already finished one of these blind kings. Okay, that is this guy. Okay. You can see as you can see now the weathering here. Okay, so let's now back to the one I'm painting for this live today. So what I'm doing, I'm applying a contrast. I will apply a lot of washes now, and I like to use the technical paints that we have from Games Workshop. I think they are great to play to work with Norgal miniatures. Okay, and this contrast, the Snack by Leather, it's very nice. I highly recommend it. The Snack by Leather because it gives a very nice medium brown tone that it works perfectly to do the wood or to do even leather or to do fur. So it's really a nice color, a nice paint, and it works perfectly. Okay, I was watching. I have watched the new reveals. I'm really looking forward to see the animation on Angels of Death. I think can be great. And I was surprised how many projects in parallel Games Workshop is endorsing at this moment. So it's going to be interesting in the future to see all these animations. Oh, a lot of different styles animations as well that I like it. I like the look of the Angels of Death. I think it looks very grimdark. I think they managed to capture the atmosphere of Warhammer 40,000 quite nicely. Okay, and I think I'm looking forward to see these animations. They will be fun. Okay, so now we have put work on the woods. I will wait to do so we can do can take now Gorgunta fur. I have the camera mirror, and we are going to do the small the straps or the things that we have here. Just a different brown to do this. I like to when I'm painting death, not the god, or I'm painting Nargal in general. I like to use very the saturated. I like to use the saturated colors, earthy, natural colors, not too bright. So I think I'm going quite on this direction normally when I do Nargal. Okay, and then the only ones that I do more brighter are the rust and so on, the other effects. So this is done, and now we are going to take Razor Rust. Okay, this one, and I like to take it more thinner than what we have, and I will apply it where we have was this type of damages on the armor. Okay, and I try to go a little bit off the hole, because then when we apply the wash, we will have still orange visible out. This will help. So, and of course, you want to put it on the hole. But remember, the wash will go into the hole, so the hole will look browner. So you want to have a little bit of this orange around. Okay. So I'm applying this on all the part where I see these things like oxidation, like rust. So I can imagine the Norgal can rust and damage almost anything. On the axe, we also put this. And as you can see, I'm not using it as a dry brush. I'm using it. It's not really white because I cannot thin it like a wash, but I try to go quite thin. And now I'm quite stark, but later on, when we put the wash, will look all more, much more integrated. Okay, and you can go as heavy or light as you want. And, but to be fair, these are the, if some miniatures can go heavy in Rust, these are the Nargle. Well, the Undead are good for Rust effects. Okay, but Nargle, Skaven, and Undead are maybe the ones where you can really do more Rust. So we are going to apply on the other blade. You can see this one is really, the hole goes through, so I'm going to really put a good amount of rust on here, even on the blade. Don't worry, later on we can clean up and do the blade brighter if you want. But it seems that this one, this axe is really rusted on damage. Okay. The important thing is that you go as well around the holes. Okay, like that. Take some water. Here we have a lot of rust. I will go like that. Okay. Keep working. So you have any question, if you join and you have any question, don't hesitate to leave your question on the chat. Okay, I will, because at the end, the intention of these videos is to have more interaction with you and to be able to exchange comments and so on. Okay, so just as update of the channel, and I will now, as you can see, I moved to the Black Kings. I'm going to paint these Black Kings, and then I will paint the vampires from, okay, these ones, the vampires from the Warhammer Underworlds. So they are really nice miniatures, and I'm looking forward to paint them. But I want to alternate Warhammer Underworlds with these miniatures I had from Age of Sigmar from a while, because these were part of the, never remember the name, the Warhammer Quest expansion or game that they released after Silver Tower. I think it was called the Halls of Hammerhall or something like that. Hammerhall, I don't remember. I never remember the name of this box of Warhammer Quest. And as you know, I just paint a classic metal theme from Blue Ball. So this was a theme that they have it around here and for a while. This is a theme, the metal miniatures were from the 90s, and this theme was bought around the dates when it was released. So it was painted very badly by not very badly, but not at the same level as the paint all miniatures, and was painted by my brother. So this is why at the end I decided to repaint it. So if the miniature is not painted by me, I tend to repaint it. If it's painted by me, I will not repaint. And I don't think I ever repaint a miniature that was painted by me. Yeah, it's a late stream. Sorry for that. Saturdays are quite busy, and yeah, on top I had to go for a walk quite late because I have a dog, and I'm babysitting another dog until tomorrow. And yeah, I wanted to give a walk to the dogs before doing the stream. So, but I hope you can enjoy some time here painting, and it's not too late for everybody. I have to say that I'm a little bit tired as well, but okay. I will survive. Okay, so we have applied Razor Rust in almost all the places where we have holes, and you can even apply in other bars. You don't need to apply only on the holes. You can go, for example, around on the, when you have a rivet. I can go here, for example, at the base of this thing. And in some areas, I like to apply it very thin because I want to go into the recesses, because normally the oxidation will go into the recesses. If it's happening in that piece, will go in the recess, and if it's dripping because of the water, will go well in the recesses. Playing some Warzone. I never played Warzone. This afternoon I was playing a little bit of Warhammer Underworlds. So yeah. No, I was explaining because normally I put in my community that I will start at 11:30, but yeah, it's not easy because I need I have this table in the living room, and I need the house to be quiet to be able to stream. So this is the reason why I start quite late. So Razor Rust, I like it. I think it's nice to do the rust, the oxidation, but sometimes it's too orange, and then this way I prefer to apply it and then do a wash with Agax Airshade. Okay, you can see there that I was really thin when it dries. If you go very thin, when it dries, it's quite transparent. Silver Tower set was a lovely set. I think the Warhammer Quest sets were all quite good, except the one I'm painting because it was just a box. repack. Okay, so this was from the one that they launched after um, the Silver Tower, the one on Hammer Hall. So now I'm going to take Nihilite Oxide, and I think I will need a new pot of Nihilite Oxide because the one I was using was almost finished. Go for a new. This one. Shadows of Hammer Hall. Yeah, this one. So I paint some of the heroes, and now I'm painting the bad guys. So I know that the gold normally does not rust, does not oxidate easily, but I'm imagining that this is not gold, that this is like brass or something like that. Okay. If you want, you can also add sometimes on the armor, because you can imagine that the armor can have alloys, and if in the alloy there is a little bit of copper, something like that, it will also create some blue tint. So if you want to add blue tint on the silver, I think it's not a bad idea, because sometimes there are alloys that will cause this effect. Play here on the fly. I will apply it here on this part. Okay, and now I realize that I forgot to put rust on the chainmail. So I will go to the chainmail and put some rust. Here I also recommend very thin that goes into the more into the recesses. And I will put it here around the holes. You don't need to do the full chainmail, just a part of it. Now I will wait that all this rust we have put is drying. So let me take this meter out, and I will take another one. Okay, and I'm going to paint the cloth on this guy. So Silver Tower, I think they had nice miniatures. I also played some games on Silver Tower, and they were quite fun. Sorry, and yeah, and I also like um, Blackstone Fortress. And on the Curse City, I managed to have a copy of the Curse City. So I think I will do some tutorials in the future. To be fair, I enjoyed a lot the Warhammer Quest. I played the version that was, I think, was from the 90s, early 2000. I also have this Warhammer Quest, the one that was coming with this barbarian. Okay, another thing that I will paint. I'm not sure if I will do tutorial because but I will paint it after finishing the Arcanites or Arcanites. How are they called? I think Arcanites, the French guys. So this box on the shadows over Hammer Hall, was coming with a sorcerer of chaos that I already did a tutorial, a chaos sorcerer, 10 blood rivers, 5 blight kings, and 10 arcanites. But they were not exclusive miniatures from this box, so they were all repacked from the core game of Age of Sigmar. I mean, the core game. I mean, from the lineup miniatures of Age of Sigmar. But I wanted to have it. It's a different concept. The Shadows is more designed to play as a role. The Shadows over Hammerhall. So you also have the yeah. I do the same. So this is why I will not play Core City soon because I want to pay. I want to play with the all the miniatures painted. And but I tried the Shadows over Hammerhall because I had blood rivers from the Age of Sigmar painted, so I use the ones that I have painted. But it's more like it's more similar to role gaming. So you need a game master to play the Shadows over Hammerhall. So yeah, on the Blackstone Fortress, I understand that you don't. I do the same. I don't like to play with unpainted miniatures today. What my thinking is, I have too many painted miniatures to start using the ones that are unpainted. So at least let's use the ones where we have put some effort to paint. Right, we did the effort to have them for the game, so let's use these ones. So, but I think Blackstone Fortress also I also have did some tutorials, and I also bought the expansions, but I paint them all. Now I'm happy because I have all the Blackstone Fortress painted, and I bought a further box so I can have all of them stored, all the miniatures of Blackstone Fortress stored in one box. What is quite convenient. I think they are quite good solo games. From my point of view, I think Blackstone Fortress is better than Silver Tower in mechanics, but I had some good time with both games. Lord of the Ring. I never paint Lord of the Rings. I only have from Lord of the Ring. I have the community, the ring community, who's called no, the ring fellowship. So you have the 9 guys that Frodo, Sam, Merry, Pippin, Gandalf, Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, and Boromir. So I have them, but I never paint. Yeah, I did not paint them. I bought them a lot of time ago. Okay, so it's not bad this. And now I can go and do the wash on the previous miniature. I always like to work with 2 or 3 miniatures at the same time, so I don't need to stop when I'm painting. So I can jump from one miniature to the other. So always do that. Have more than one miniature. So you don't need to be waiting. Okay, let's do now a wash. with aqueous air shade. And here we can wash the whole miniature. Okay, and this will help to integrate all the rats we have put. I will try to avoid a little bit the skin. I don't want to dirty the skin. But we can go on the horns, on all the different parts. And you will see when you do that, now the rust will look more integrated. Okay. And I go for quite a big brush. So Games Workshop miniatures are very nicely detailed, but they also have one thing, that everything is quite well defined, and there is not too many molding errors or problems. I was painting recently a metal miniature from another company, and it's not that clean, to be fair. All the casting and everything. Maybe I'm too used to Games Workshop, but Games Workshop are miniatures that really are designed. I think they are designed to help you to paint. Okay, let's do. Try not to go into the hand here. If you dirty a little bit, the hand is not the end of the wall. Okay. In my paint style, I like to have quite high contrast on the miniatures. Okay, go. You can see almost covering everything with the agatha sheet. Okay. Then you will see that just with the wash and having applied with the rust, we're going to have a nice shading and color variation that will make. Why is so dark now? I don't understand why the camera goes so dark. Let me check one thing. Why is okay? See if this is better. Okay. Okay, so this how looks like. Let's wait at this device and we will check. No, sorry, I was missing one blade. Was missing this axe. Good. Let's wait at this device. Oh, apologies, I'm quite tired today as well. Let's do this stuff that is holding the bell. I have to say these Black Kings are miniatures that they look quite nice. They were launched just was one of the last launches in Warhammer Fantasy, so they were born in square bases. I think they were released in end times. Okay, you can see the snake by leather works perfectly. Okay, let's put it here. Should see if I can put music in the future. How to put music? Okay. Okay. Okay, here I have to wait as well at this device. Let's take this one. Okay, we'll do as well. one I will do it in a different color. We can use, for example, burgundy. Okay. Another color that is quite easy to apply. Okay. I like quite happy with the Gorgonda, so I think it's quite a nice color. Okay. Perfecto. Y aquí. I think now it's good. Let's do the rock where he's standing with one foot. Here we can take the basilicum gray and put it on this type of stone. Basilicanum. Yeah, I'm starting to be really tired and it's becoming tough to paint without making mistakes. We need some coffee maybe. Okay, let's make a more mistake there. Always good. I'm going to do the brass gold parts, and to do the brass gold parts, I'm going using Retributor armor. Put on the mask of the helmet. Okay, let's put here on the bell. Okay. Let's keep applying reduce armor on this bell. Okay, we are going to. I like to combine the reduced armor with the green. I think they mix, they complement quite well. And I think reduced armor is a great gold for people starting. Now what I'm doing here is I'm painting just inside of the waiting area, but I don't think it's need too much. Fair, not a lot of people goes to see what is underneath, and I'm not planning to go to a contest with these guys. Okay. Good. How long has been going? Yeah, I'm becoming quite tired here. I'm being quite tired. I forgot all the small bells. Okay, not a problem. Here I will do this one now. You can change. You can change browns. I will go to Gorgonta Furno. So we can also compare the two browns, but they are quite easy to see. So Snake by Leather is very similar to the XB88, the Pulse, I think. Okay. Let's put some iron. Okay, like that. Okay. Now it's the funny part because it's so close to the miniature that it's difficult. It's difficult sometimes to see what belongs to what. Okay. The chain or into the last chain. Okay. Oh, that's one in the middle. Okay. I'm very, very, very tired, so I think I will stop here before I do a mess with my miniatures. I'm quite low in energy, and I think I need to go to rest. So sorry if I've been too short tonight, but I think the important thing is that you have seen how I was doing the rust. You can see now how it looks like. Okay, and though this camera is not making too much justice on the paint, so but yeah, I managed to do this miniature. Okay, and now the next step on this one will be to start doing some small details, but I need to wait that the white dries completely because it looks quite fresh still. So let's go back to our this colleague here we have here. This I will paint it in bones, in bone color. This type of needles. So I'm using no swimming school that I have from yesterday on my wet palette. Okay, and we need to clean up the horns. Okay, this not the other one. Okay, and now as I said, I think I will stop here and maybe I will do another live soon. So maybe earlier than 2 weeks. Maybe I will change again to every week or maybe to another day. I need to think on that, but I will try to come earlier next time. It's quite late. I'm tired, and I think it's time to go to bed. Okay. So that's all for today. I hope you have enjoyed. Please give a like if you have liked this video. Share if you think that people can be interested. And as usual, yeah. Thanks a lot for watching. Yeah. Good night, Jason. And thanks a lot for passing by. It's been very appreciated. Just let me put my regular camera so I can say goodbye because I'm quite. I'm sorry if I have not been for a long time, but yeah, there is a moment that the body cannot be more time. So yeah, so thanks a lot, Jason. Thanks a lot for passing by. Cheers, goodbye, and I hope to see you in next one. So bye.